Hey guys, it's Sebastian from Skycomp Solutions, and today we're talking all about different kinds of monitors. So in front of me, I have a whole bunch of different monitors. A majority of them are from Lenovo. These ones really work well for different applications that we have all around the Skycomp office, as well as for our clients. So we're a big fan of Lenovo. We're a big fan of their monitors. In this video, I'm going over the kind of different types of monitors that you can have. Not so much the resolution or screen size, we're not really focusing on that, but there are 4K, 8K, 1080p, HD monitors. Those are all different types of monitors, and we can go over that in a different video. But that's screen resolution. That's what your computer can output. That gets into graphics cards and other details. But what we're focusing on today is, can you plug in an HDMI, a VGA, or a DisplayPort cable into your monitor? And did you buy the right monitor for your system? So we're going to go over in detail each of these monitors that I have in front of me. And we're going to start with the one all the way to the right. T24V-20. T24V-20. Man, these names and numbers get complicated. So a thing to note about this monitor is the base of it is really, really heavy because it is a top-heavy monitor, so they had to make it so it's not just going to tip over on your desk. So they've figured out the details and the specs of this so that it's not going to fall over. The one major difference on this monitor that you're going to see from other ones is it has a webcam built in on the top of it. So this is built into the monitor. The monitor on the back here, I'll show you in a minute, has USB 3.0 out and in so that you can grab the webcam signal and use it in a call. This also has a built-in microphone. I don't recommend any monitor with a built-in microphone. I recommend getting a USB microphone, using a Microsoft headset or a Lenovo brand headset to join your video and audio calls. And there's another video, I'll link that in the description, that talks more about audio quality. But these cameras are great. They are, I believe, 720p cameras, so they're HD, and they do a great job. They even have a little privacy switch, so you're able to flip that and block yourself from anyone being able, if for some reason, if you're not with a managed service provider and you are getting hacked and someone can watch you through your webcam, if you're really worried about that, you can close the privacy shield and make sure it's not on. Just another feature. On these newer versions of monitors as well, if you're even more nervous, you can tilt it down and actually point it directly at the top of the monitor. But this is actually a new feature that Lenovo's added, which I think is awesome as a camera person myself, that you can actually tilt the camera. So if for some reason your monitor is sitting lower on your desk and you need to tilt up at yourself, which I don't recommend, but because we're looking at your nostrils, no one wants to see that in a video call. But you can do it if needed. And you can also tilt it down. So if, for some reason your monitor is a little bit higher, you want it to be at eye level, you can tilt and adjust that camera. You can also pan the entire monitor on the stand. So if you're worried about that, you can just easily pan, which would also pan your camera. And it has, it can lower and raise nicely, nice and smooth. And the monitor itself can also tilt up and tilt down. That's standard monitor things. I don't have to go into detail about that. You guys, I'm confident, understand those specs. It comes with all these 3 cables that you would need to get started and get set up. So you would have to make sure, if you're purchasing this specific model, to make sure that your computer has a DisplayPort on it, because this is DisplayPort to DisplayPort, not DisplayPort to HDMI. You can get adapters. We've explained that in a different video, but yeah, that's the Lenovo T24V-20 monitor. Look at that, I memorized it. Let's jump into the next monitor. Okay, we're gonna put this one on the ground for now. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Oh, what do they put in these things? The next monitor is kind of the next one down. It doesn't have a webcam on it. This is the Lenovo ThinkVision S24E-10. Okay, again, this is a HD monitor. This is basically the same version as the other monitor. It's just has no webcam, and that means it has no USB 3.0 connection. This also just includes an HDMI and VGA connection. It does not have DisplayPort. So if you're looking to transfer data, if you're looking to connect your monitor to a DisplayPort cable, this monitor does not include that, does not have the connection. So you're going to need an HDMI to DisplayPort converter or just an HDMI input on your computer. So this monitor, again, is great, just has a little bit less settings. It's a little bit more of a dumbed down version of the last monitor we just showed you. Something to mention, all these monitors that you'll see do have a little release button on the back. So you can take them off the stand and mount these to a wall if needed. So the monitors that I'm showing you are the newer versions. The two that I just showed you are newer monitors from 2020 to 2021. The next monitors I'll show you are a little bit older, but they still have their place. So let's bring up this next one here. This is an older guy that we had in storage. And this is from 2014. This is a Lenovo. Yeah, so this is an older Lenovo 2014 monitor. This is again HD. This also only has an HDMI and VGA connection. So if you're looking for a DisplayPort, this is not the monitor for you. You probably also couldn't find this in stores, even if you were looking. You'd probably find it on a used eBay website or something like that. The other thing that this monitor has is a headphone jack. The others do as well, but this has volume adjustment, and you can plug in headphones and get volume from the HDMI out of your computer. So if you didn't want to reach down to your computer on the floor or underneath your desk and plug in a headphone jack, if you wanted to reach a bit closer, it's just behind the monitor here. So there's some options with this one. And again, nothing has really changed in how Lenovo's designed monitors. There's still pans and tilts. They've just made them thinner. This is pretty, we'll bring back this other one up just to get a comparison. So this is way thinner than the older version. This is the newer Lenovo monitor. A little bit lighter too. And this is just an HD monitor. And this is an LCD screen, whereas the others are also LCD screens, but the technology, the light behind them has gotten better, and they're, again, a little bit more high quality. You're going to see, comparing these two monitors, this one's going to be quite a bit more fuzzy, but that's because it's from 2014. So these monitors that I showed you today are all computer monitors. Now, you're probably asking, Sebastian, can I just go to the store, pick up an old TV and use a TV as a monitor? If it's just HDMI, can I just use a TV? They're cheaper, they're easier. I know I've plugged in DVD players before. I can set it up myself. Here's the thing. You want a computer monitor specific to your computer, mainly because it has a DisplayPort on it. And everything in the world is going to USB-C and DisplayPort. So you really want to make sure that those options are available, whereas TVs usually don't have that. The other thing I'll show you is I have a little TV that I brought in that's about the size of a computer monitor. And there's a few differences that you'll note. This is a little bit heavier than the other monitors. It's about the same thickness as the 2014 model, but has quite a bit more connections on the back. So if we're looking at this, we have our HDMI, we have coax, we have PC audio, we have VGA, we have a whole bunch of different other connections. We have a USB port, and we have like your standard RCA and video composite input, which again, we're never going to use unless you're hooking up an old GameCube or an old Wii system. You're not going to really need those connections. The other thing is the scaling. So when you open up on a TV monitor or a computer signal, sometimes it crops near the edges. And on this TV specifically, it does crop the edges of your system. You can go in your display settings. You can adjust your frequency. You can adjust your aspect ratio. You can adjust all these things, but you're still always going to lose a little bit of your icons, or your taskbar is going to be out of frame, and you're going to struggle to click on it and find those details. So using a TV is fine if you're just monitoring something, if you're watching a video, losing that little bit of crop, not always the biggest deal in the world. But our recommendation at Skycomp is to definitely use a regular computer-based monitor. And of course, the Lenovo ones do a great job. The point of this video was to show off different Lenovo monitors and different types of monitors that you can use for your computer system. If you're looking for a specific model or type, you can always go to the Lenovo website and read about them. You can also go to skycomp.ca/learn, and we have an article that just came out with this video that it goes over in detail all the different kinds of Lenovo monitors you can buy and links to where you can get them from. So Skycomp, again, is a big supporter and partner of Lenovo. We're really happy to show off their products, and we love them in the office, and we love to use them every day. We're actually currently using Lenovo monitors right now in this video, in this production, to monitor cameras and make sure that everything is working on the video end. We need monitors more than ever now, especially working from home. So choosing the right one for your computer is really important. Making sure that you have the proper connections, either DisplayPort or HDMI or USB-C. Making sure you even have the proper dock or docking station so that your monitors can work with your laptop at home. Making sure that all these technical factors are in line before ordering something is really important. I hope that this video gave you a little bit of an overview of each type of different monitor that you can buy from Lenovo. Make sure to head over to skycomp.ca/learn to find out more, read articles about the different types of Lenovo monitors that you can buy. We've also done a video in the past about the M14 portable monitor, which might be up your alley. You can check that out over here. And if you're interested in other technology videos, you can click over here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.